Hello everyone, this is Miga Hunter, and today we have Chimera's Summer Bash, another round one match between chucklyfun and Fetters. chucklyfun, I recognize the name. He's been around for a while. I remember him participating in previous Junkies Shapes, I'm pretty sure. And Fetters is a Yomi guy, also Battlecon guy, and was got really into Exceed, I think, a few months back. And yeah, he's been grinding the game, and looking forward to see which player comes out on top. Um, Fetters is running a team of good characters. Ryu, Beheaded, Bang, and Carmine. So, playing strictly to win. No Arakune, no funny business. And Chuckling Fun is bringing a team of Ken, Enchantress, Ragna, and Wagner. So, interesting roster. Oh, we see Carmine. I mean, Fetters immediately picking the Carmine. Clearly, he wants to win this round one. And does Chuckly Fun pick a character? What Chuckly Fun pick? Ragna. Oh, Ragna. This should be interesting. Ragna versus Carmine. Um, as long as Ragna doesn't get his guard busted open, in theory, might be okay for Ragna actually. Be able to brawl with Carmine, but we will see. Um, Carmine, obviously, a very good character. Very one-dimensional, but very good. He puts down blood pools, which increases power and range. Um, he's a trap character, one of the three in season six, and yeah, has a lot of sweet likes. A slow character, but has some options like thrust and spin and twist to throw a curveball. Meanwhile, Ragna is a brawly Shoto man from season five, and every time he hits you, he gains one life. So he generally will look to outtrade you whenever he can, and he's very good at outtrading you wherever you can. Um, he has some tools that work at range 4, a DP, and a couple of interesting ultras. Devoured by Darkness has a massive delta swing when it hits, 5 damage and hit, gain 3 life, and 1 from his UA. And then Ragnar's Overdrive also furthers into his um, strengths, increases his power by 1, and also on hit gain 2 life, at the cost of his life burning down every turn. So yeah, I'm interested to see who will win. I think Carmine's been doing well this tournament. I don't think Carmine has lost yet. There's some close calls, but I don't think Carmine has lost. I wonder if Chuckly Fun will break that streak. Fedder's mulling 2. A bit worrying to see Carmine mull only 2 cards. That means his hand might be good. Must be good. At least one blood pool in there. And we'll see what Ragnar chooses to mull. I don't know how much experience Chuckly Fun has against Carmine. If you're lacking experience against Carmine, it's very bad. You're just asking to get run over. So hopefully Chuckly Fun will has that matchup experience. But since season 6 is new, it might not be the case. We will see. Man, Fetters opening the Carmine with no shame, huh? I see you. I see you. I'm gonna call you out on it after the game's over. He was the guy in Yomi that picked all the top tiers. He wanted to win, baby. I don't blame him. Chuckly Fun still deciding what to mull here. Against Carmine, you want to get as much reading, tech, lights, and parries as you can. Can Plywood watch? Sure. What tools are also good against Carmine? Obviously, a DP is good. Right now, initiate DP will basically break the speed curve which eliminates Carmine's faster options. I mean, makes Carmine's faster options not safe. Um, Plus, with Power Stun, Immunity also has a lot of potential against Carmine. Um, Nightmare Edge. The push 1 or 2 is counterproductive. I don't think you'll ever want to push. That's a problem with Ragnar, though. Some of his stuff is push, I'm pretty sure. He has push on Nightmare Edge. He has push on Dead Spike. He has push on Hell's Fang. And his Overdrive, I think, allows him to push. But pushing is not good against Carmine. You don't really want Carmine to have more distance unless you're a zoner. If you're a zoner, then Carmine being like range 6 is like totally fine. Just pelt him with fireballs. So yeah, hopefully chucklyfun knows the matchup and wants to stick close to Carmine. Because if he sticks close to Carmine, then maybe you can probably just trade with him. And maybe he'll be fine. But giving Carmine more space and letting him put blood pools is a recipe for disaster. Alright, so I think chucklyfun mulled like 5. Yeah. So let's see. Hmm. The standard turn 1 for Carmine is to place a blood pool at range 1, range 3, range 2 is probably the most uncommon. I think it's range 3 or range 1 and call it a day. Hmm. And yeah, um, as chucklyfun, hopefully he has gotten his anti-Carmine tools on deck so that he can able to find him better. Just tech his blood, parry his thrust or his blood. Reading is also very important to stun Carmine. And what else? Light. Light is important to just break the speed curve and win combat cleanly because Carmine does not have any speed boost of his own except for Superior. So it's not like he can compete with you in speed. Yep, I've already started the recording. Alright, first we see a Carmine putting a blood pool range 1 from him. So range 1, what does range 1 open? I guess it opens up sweep. It opens up sweep, it opens up assault, it opens up dive. I mean dive, it opens up assault is the main thing. And if Ragnar moves in, then the blood pool will still be relevant because Ragnar will be on top of the blood pool, and Carmen will get that +2 power even without the range. Looks like Feathers is explaining perhaps what trap boosts are, which is troubling. chucklyfun might not doesn't seem to. chucklyfun is hesitating, probably getting what blood pools explained to him, and that's no good. Showing some inexperience at the start already. Carmine plays his own game. He's a boss character, so and blood pools are his main gimmick. I mean not gimmick, main source of strength. So definitely have to know how they work if you want to fight him properly. Okay, well he does have a tech, so he gets rid of that. Unfortunately, Carmine immediately Fetters immediately putting down another one without hesitation. That spike, but that spike does not work against assault, not off guard. tough decisions to be made here. If he doesn't have another tech, then perhaps if he does initiate a strike, he can play a little mix-up here. He can still play a dive-like or a slow if he thinks it's going to be assault. So it's not like chucklyfun has no options. Obviously, he could just play a mix-up here if he has nothing better to do. Or he could even just close it to range 1 if he wants to not worry about the range. Okay, Foul Temper, boosting +1 power and 2 armor. He may spend 2 life. He does. To draw an extra card. So the 2 armor will help him um, play stuff like Gauntlet Hades and be able to tank true attacks. You see a prep from Feathers. Cool as a cucumber. This boost definitely does help though. Gives makes Ragnar able to have enough guard on Gauntlet Hades and Dead Spike to basically trade with assaults. If Carmine's going to trend that. You see Ragnar initiating strike. I do not think spending the life there is good. 2 life for 1 card is very expensive. Oh, the Dead Spike will work. Well, actually, um, it will trade with Pulverize. So Dead Spike hits for. Okay, sadly he's forced to close. He's forced to close, and either way, Pulverize is gonna push into range 4. So doesn't matter how much Ragnar gains 1 life. And then we'll Pulverize, the Blood Pool will trigger and hit back for, Pulverize will hit back for 6 minus 2 armor, so he'll take 4. And then the Blood Pool will go to Gauge. Okay, looks like Feathers is still explaining how it works, yeah. Yep, it's gonna end up at range 4 regardless. And he takes 4. So, and a totally fine trade for Ragnar here. He would be able to dodge if he wasn't forced to close, but Ragnar doesn't really have much of a fireball to speak of. Dead Spike is like a funky fireball. Wow, we see Carmine exceed immediately. Interesting. Doesn't have anything better to do. Is gonna try and leverage that 1 blood pool. Think Ragnar might be prudent to just move in here. Or actually, there's a moment. Actually, Ragnar's range 4 is amazing. Just initiate a strike here. And you do have a mix-up. You have Dead Spike, you have Hell's Fang, you have um, Gauntlet Hades to ignore armor. So I think initiating a strike right here is just okay. Boost Soul Eater. That also is not bad. I should draw 1 more card. Yep. Soul Eater, a good anime. But we'll give Carmine a turn to set up. Okay, Carmine will step back, put a blood pool, and has to discard down 1. Takes away the. Give me that. Hopefully, hopefully chucklyfun knows about trust and doesn't get got. Because he is playing the obvious trust here. while threatening the obvious thrust. Thrust, if he triggers the blood pool, becomes 0 to 256, and calculates rage from blood pool. Very fast, decent damage, and he has to worry about that. Hopefully Ragnar doesn't initiate a strike here. Think it would not be a good idea. Oh, he could boost Unrelenting for +1 power and stun immunity. That's also something he could consider. Feathers is a helpful guy, but oh my goodness, really? Okay. Putting all his eggs in one basket here. Hopefully it doesn't blow up in his face. Um, well, has to discard down one. It's trying to gain 5 life if he hits. Gets rid of Grasp. Makes sense. Okay. Carmine simply putting down a Blood Pool in front of him. So he gets +4 power and +2 range. 0 to 2 range. Very tough stat line to deal with here. I don't think Ragnar might have to get a lucky reading or close in at range 1 in order to not be destroyed here. If Ragnar initiates a sweep, Carmine could just grass and pull him out of the way. It's a losing proposition. Best thing to do, just close or do a reading. But yeah, for any new players out there, make sure to learn the Carmine matchup because Carmine's a good character and oh, possibly a spike to move to range 1, an assault to move to range 1. Okay, that is fine. Moving to range 1 is way better than just sitting at range 3 and initiating a strike and losing. Ragnar did drop 1 grasp, so if Carmine initiates here, it might be scary for Ragnar. Has to guess between fast or slow. Oh no. Fortunately, Carmine has the second gimme that Blood Spike to deal 2 damage, push him, and he takes another action. Very nasty boost. Initiates a strike. Can we see a grasp or a slow? Maybe Carmine's confident initiating slow because one spike is dropped. Oh no. Tries to catch him with a second spike and instead eats a 7 damage grasp. Youch. chucklyfun, maybe not having so much fun right now. Loses his 2 boosts, which were, I think, definitely overcommitments. But Ragnar at least gets a turn where Carmine does not have blood pools. It's good to see fighters initiate a strike there, doesn't overcommit. Just win cleanly, get stuff engaged, doesn't worry, and then, don't worry about DP. Whoa, what's going on here? CC? Draw 5, discard 1. Okay, clearly looking for better options. No more spikes on Ragnar's part, and uh, that's pretty bad. Just because without spikes, you no longer threaten um, the that side of the mix-up. Especially since Karma's sitting in the corner. So if Karma's sitting in the corner, he doesn't have to worry about dives. So this is looking pretty bad, honestly. Pitches and assaults. Carmine, okay, places it from hand. Okay, Ragnar initiating. I think that's correct. Carmine might have a defensive assault. If he wants to be above curve, he can play a defensive assault here. Defensive assault or just as slow. I think everything Ragnar does closes him in. Yeah. Gauntlet Hades closes in. Talos Fang closes in. So, yeah. But Carmine just wants to play above curve. Will stun out the dead spike, unfortunately. So, Ragnar will take 6. Carmine playing a slow or an assault there would have been totally fine. And it's looking grim, folks. It's looking grim. Place a blood pool in front of him. Threatening thrust, threatening cross. Uh, that's fine, but it's only a temporary reprieve because Carmen will step back and place a blood pool in front of him, I would assume. This blood pool will turn off because Ragnar's on the other side, but Carmine can place another one with his UA. Oh, interesting. Spends 3 force to move back 3. Okay. Ragnar, what can he do? Not much. Ragnar is a guy that likes trading, and it's pretty slow. So if Ragnar is down a ton of life, he is bad at comebacks. What? Pitches a grass block to move to range 1? Oh, this is a mistake. I think blocks are actually too important to not only as parry tools, but just to block Carmine's damage and negate his payouts. Okay, plays Rhine Blood, takes a blood from his discard, and then can advance retreat too. One damage. It's chump change for that amazing effect. Okay, right now boosting light and range 3. At least gives him some. Carmine only gets 1 extra range right now, so this gives him some leverage. I think Ragnar dropped both assaults though. It's a limiting his options. Drop both assaults. I think he just must be trending a dive. Yeah. Don't think we've seen like 1 dive from Ragnar. No spikes. Ragnar's range 3 mix-up is actually very limited because we see a bunch of normals dropped. So maybe Fetters doesn't really care about this +2 speed. Oh, he's initiating. Initiating thrust. 7 damage thrust. Ragnar dropped both blocks, so this is very bad. Oh, it's twist. Well, same deal. They're both fast. Um, they're both. This one is 6 damage. Will gain him advantage. He can put it down on the board, but he chooses not to. No, he has. She should. He should. Yeah. All right. Fortunately, yeah. This is game over. Fetters wants to prolong the suffering by using Carmine UA. I think as Chuckly Fun just concede and move on to the next game. Yeah. I foresaw this outcome, honestly, when I saw Chuckly Fun had to have the boosts explained to him. It's okay. I mean, Carmine punishes unfamiliarity super hard, and I think you have to adopt a certain play pattern to have a fighting chance against Carmine. And if you don't do it, then Carmine will just run the game away like this. Mm, it's like the beginning of the end, basically. When I saw him boost both Soul Eaters, I knew that he would be in trouble. So right now, you definitely want to just brawl, just want to get in Carmine's face, initiate more strikes. Um, yeah, that's how you fight him. Because the more time you're spent boosting your Ragna boosts that aren't that great. Well, I mean, Soul Eater is a good boost, but it doesn't provide him any additional stats, is the problem. So you boost Soul Eater, then Carmine's just going to plop down Blood Pool and win the next combat harder. And you do it twice, yeah, it's not going to be a good time. Right now, running out of options. Only 9 cards left in deck. And Ragnar dropping both blocks, honestly, fighters can just win here. And I mean, yeah, I mean, what can Ragnar do? He doesn't even have spikes anymore. No spikes, no nothing. So just come on, fighters, just initiate anything, and you'll win. I'm pretty sure. Plus, you have to worry about initiating slows. He does a reading, maybe, and kind of a necessary reading, but might as well get hand info if it doesn't land. Okay, Chuckly Fun was hovering over the boost. Maybe he thought it was tech, but different. Yeah. Okay, and that's game. Too much power. Focus 2 armor won't do it. And yeah, game 1 goes to Fetish pretty convincingly. Carmine's reign of terror continues. But hey, if Chuckly Fun studies the Carmine matchup more, I think he will have a better time. But since this is looks like it definitely looked like the first time he was fighting Carmine. So yeah. And meanwhile, Fetters has played a ton of Carmine. Alright, so now Fetters will be picking someone that's a little bit more honest. Ryu, Beheaded, or Bang. I say honest in quotes because Bang isn't that honest, but hey. Nor is Ryu. I mean, Ryu pretends to be honest, but then he has a 6-speed Hadouken. But definitely fighters will be picking more familiar characters that Chuckly Fun can digest. And we'll see what Chuckly Fun plays. The Ragnar didn't work out, but he's free to play the Ragnar again if he so chooses. Chuckly Fun was more aggressive with Ragnar, I think, and just turned his brain off. Then maybe he would actually unironically do better against Carmine. Because then you would force a lot of strikes, and then Carmine's going to take a turn to flip, put stuff down, and then, yeah. And Ragnar also has boosts like, what is it? Spend up to 5 life to draw that many cards taking an action, just to keep up his economy. That's also very good. But yeah, We're gonna see the Ryu from Feathers. Good old quote-unquote honest Ryu versus Enchantress. Huh. Interesting. I do not. I'm not too familiar with this matchup, but I don't know if Enchantress will have a good time against a 6-speed recurring fireball. Enchantress can zone, but actually Firewave can trade with Hadoken pretty fine. But the thing about Ryu is that he can keep spamming his Hadoken forever and ever, as long as he has gauge to do it to make it 6-speed. And the only thing she has to like contest and beat it is initiating funny homing orb. Yeah. So Ryu actually does win the zoning game, I'm pretty sure, if he gets his Hadokens at a gauge. But yeah, and also Ryu's UA, as an action UA move one, is able to keep up with Enchantress's mobility. I foresee this being a tough matchup for Enchantress. And plus Ryu, I think, has too much stats as well. Ryu has some generous stats on his cards when critical, and also some really good boosts too, like Way of the Warrior, Swift, which is mini Way of the Warrior, Defensive, which allows the trade. And Enchantress mulling her whole hand. Enchantress taking turn one though. That's very good. You don't have to worry about 6-speed Hadokens when Ryu has no gauge. Alright. What will Feathers do about his precious blood pools now? Probably boost Way of the Warrior. That's what he'll do. See chucklyfun deliberating over his first turn. Enchantress' first turn usually involves striking. Usually. But her boosts are funny, are interesting, but they're like situational. And they have some funny card manipulating effects, usually. Enchantress can also Enchantress prep or boost if she feels so inclined. Enchantress prep is probably is quote unquote very bad because she doesn't draw for the end of turn. But if your hand is really dead, then maybe getting the one extra card does help. Okay, we see Enchantress initiating turn one. Could be any one of a multitude of fireballs. Notably, Homing Orb does hit turn one with a 4-3-6 stat line. But honestly, it could be any fireball. Any fireball, flying charge, dive. Okay, Ryu got the Tatsumaki. I almost forgot about this tool. Tatsumaki with 4 guard is very good. Yeah, I almost forgot about Tatsumaki, but this is actually an amazing card. The 4 guard allows him to basically beat fireballs at range 4 if the fireball doesn't push, which he played magic shots. Will get him some gauge, but not able to move Ryu out of the way. Tatsumaki does lose to dive because dive does too much damage and breaks his guard. But Lattice was willing to make the bet that Enchantress wasn't playing dive. Looking at Enchantress's fireballs, realizing they're all low damage-ish, he just played that. Even if Homing Orb or Fire Wave pushes him, at least Ryu will be able to close the gap a little bit. So like if Fire Wave pushes him here, it's gonna end up here. If Homing Orb pushes him here, he's gonna end up range 3. So yeah, very good trade for Ryu. Good start. Enchantress got 2 gauge though, so it's not bad for her. Interesting. We see a key charge here. Instead of playing Donkey Kick, he chooses the key charge. Not sure what feathers. I don't know if key charge is necessary to ever play on Ryu, but unless he needs the gauge for his ultras. Okay, plays mind control, spending 2 force, and then Enchantress will get some hand info, and we'll be able to discard one of those cards, and then draw to 6 for the end of the turn. Okay, revealing a spike makes sense, and then we'll choose to reveal a card that's also not important to him. Ooh, sweep. Well, I don't know what I'm getting rid of. Get rid of sweep. Yeah, good choice. And all his cards are. Oh, and then the Enchantress draws up to 6, right? Yes. So sweep is a very good card. I mean, has one of the best normals and also has light. So clearly, Feathers is valuing the other 3 unknown cards in his hand. Maybe he will boost Spike because it's known. We did see Enchantress drop 1 focus, but I think boosting, yeah. Boost defend, call it a day. Oh, you see Enchantress having trouble rotating a card. Putting down +2 speed? Yes. What will Ryu do about this? +2 speed Enchantress. What is she trending? Spike. Um, Even a fast flying charge. Yeah, not too much else, honestly. +2 speed, I mean, oh yeah, cross. Of course, the cross also good. 8 speed cross, nothing you can do about that really for Ryu. Ryu just elects just the prep here. Gives Enchantress a turn to abuse her +2 speed. Yep. So now Feathers has to decide what it could be. Could just be the safest cross in the world. Could be a cheeky spike. 5 speed spike. Could also just be Feathers doesn't know what to do, you could just wall swing as well. Dive? Okay. Okay. I see what Feathers is doing. Um, yeah. That was a cheeky attempt from Feathers to catch cross. Yeah, if Enchantress crossed out, then the dive with guard is able to catch it. So I like that dive. Fortunately, it just didn't pan out because Enchantress did indeed play the cheeky spike. All right, you see Ryu boost way at the warrior. Crazy boost. Both Ken and Ryu have this, plus powerful to speed. Um, it's just very, very hard to deal with because not only will you be outsped, you'll also be likely stunned. And I think Enchantress has no more dives left. Yeah, Ryu played that knowing Enchantress had no more dives. Enchantress opts to move to range 4. Force Ryu to move in, or just play a dive or fireball. Oh, move 1 to get an action, strike. Ooh. Fatter's going a little bit aggressive here. Maybe the spike of his own. An on-curve spike? Yeah, seems to do the trick. Yep, it is. You can invalidate it. Wait. Surely you don't validate this. Yes, find a better answer. No, unfortunately that doesn't work. Funny enough, I think Enchantress does have um, what's the wild swing? Homing Orb. Homing Orb would actually be the perfect answer because not only will it outspeed the spike, but also push him out of the way. Would have to be like the luckiest wall swing of his life. Well, not the luckiest, but you know, would actually be very good. Okay, see a wall swing. Fortunately, did not crit that wall swing. So Ryu does lose a Hadoken. Unfortunate. Unfortunately, yeah, losing a Hadoken is pretty unfortunate. And then Fire Wave will push two. Has to spend a force. And force? Fire Wave is a force special as well. There we go. I guess season 4 cards, it might be hard to see, notice that it has the one in the corner. Ryu moves to range 4. Enchantress will flip. Alright, let's see her exceed mode here. She gets a fresh deck, and then instead of drawing a card at a turn, you may draw until you have 7. So Enchantress will always reload to 7, and then return if she doesn't strike. And will generally have a bigger hand size to play with. So actually, this game is looking quite good for Enchantress now. Only one life down. Um, Ryu is doing crappy can action, so he can't draw that many cards. And now, Enchantress is a Rage Tree mix-up with a fresh deck. We'll see her abuse that. Okay, getting block for Ryu. It's not bad at all. Um, we'll get Gauge. Oh, toss away cross. Interesting. Doesn't want to take any damage if possible, but Enchantress has advantage. Notably, Ryu has 4 gauge, so she does have to worry about Metsu. 178 if the opponent initiates. Of course, the counter to that is just to play focus or just block it. Will Ryu mash Metsu? Ah, baited by the focus. Nice. Well played from Chuckly there. We'll take 5, but Ryu takes 4. And also draw a card. Okay, there we go. Nice. Okay, Ryu preps. Um, Enchantress 2 life down, and it's actually kind of bad for Ryu, actually, because Ryu's resources are all gone. Just keeps initiating, why not? But Ryu does have tools to out trade Enchantress if he so chooses. 1-inch punch, critical, donkey kick even. Tatsu, the flying charge. Oh, will advance full board, so Tatsu cannot catch him. Tatsu will advance 2 because he's not stunned. But yeah, Ryu doing crappy Ken action for the 3rd time. Just wants to close the distance, but unfortunately, um, does not draw enough cards. Just not draw as much cards as Ken does. I think Ryu did drop across. However, Ryu does have critical Shoryuken. Um, that's something to actually. That is actually relevant at range 2 here, if Enchantress initiates. Ooh, Dark Strafe. Okay, so it can pitch 2 force to move to any space. The other end of the board, perhaps? No, range 5? Range 6, okay. And we'll draw back up to 7. Ryu has Hadoken, but Shattering Scream will she'll have enough gauge for Shattering Scream, which basically trades. Drew one too many. Whoa, 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 whoa. Don't don't leak info. Oh, it's Fetters. It's chucklyfun perhaps explaining to Fetters how this works. Yep. Okay. Shattering Scream, a big threat now actually because we'll hit range 1 to 6 if chucklyfun plays it from hand. And yeah, even poor Ryu with only a 4 damage Hadoken can't trade with that. Well, maybe he still plays anyway because she'll Shattering Scream once and then yeah. But then she has other guarded fireballs as well, right? Yes, she does. Oh, Homing Orb will also work here. Initiating Homing Orb. Um, Fire Wave will trade. I think she has only one Fire Wave left. Fetters taking the crappy Ken action for the fourth time. Feels bad, man. Struggling to close the distance. Chantress's reign of terror continues. You know, I didn't. I said coming into this match, I thought Ryu would have a very good matchup into Enchantress, but maybe I am wrong. I think Enchantress just doing very well overall. Boost Armor Guard. Interesting. So I guess does not have Shattering Scream? Well, I mean, she might, but boost the speed as well. Wants to play a very fast magic shots. Yeah, I mean, it make play this. I'm not opposed to playing for him playing the light there. I mean, it means that basically Hadoken's basically turned off. So if Ryu continues to close, he's just gonna face Enchantress with light up and defend up with only +2 power to his name. He's just gonna crit strike. Pretty face up Hadoken. Enchantress can, however, outspeed this. Or even just play Shadow Scream. Or Rapid Beam? No, Rapid Beam. EX Rapid Beam will outspeed it. Watch out, the Hadoken is 6 damage, so chucklyfun has to make sure to not get stunned here. Just outspeed it or play one of your guarded fireballs and you're okay. Oh, who's a good boy? Who's a good boy? Okay. Elects to outspeed poor Ryu's Hadoken. Yep. We'll have to spend the force for this, but yeah. Ryu will take 2, and then Enchantress will get even more gauge. Oh wait, took 4? Ryu should only take 2. Enchantress is a low damage character. Okay, mistaken the +2 speed for +2 power, I assume. Or something like that. Okay, and Enchantress will have 5 gauge. Yeah, this is looking grim. Ryu blew his last gauge. Probably just out of options. Just threw out the 6 damage to Dokkan, so that's to see if chucklyfun actually had any answers to it. Which, of course, since being a Chatras, he does. Especially with all these resources. Ooh, Destructive Force. This will... It's a funny +3 power boost if the opponent does not discard 2 cards. But otherwise, it's just sort of like a super sweep. Well, not a sweep, because the opponent gets to choose what to discard. This is looking grim for Ryu, but maybe he can come back somehow. Hmm. Okay, reading Wild Swing. A way to diffuse the boost and also not have a chance to range 6. Okay, reading Wild Swing. I'm not opposed to that. Unfortunately, Ryu does not hit. And Enchantress has plenty of resources, so she can easily just retreat back to range 5 if she does so desires. Or even maybe even brawl with him here. Um, Ryu has no gauge, so you cannot crit Shoryu. She could just pretty much do whatever she wants. Yeah, she can pretty much brawl with him here. Shattering Scream him. Oh, huh, pitches Tree Force to move back to, okay, range 5. And then draws 4, okay. Enchantress running low on cards, but she did not. Her Exceed shuffle does not count to that 1 reshuffle per turn. So therefore, Enchantress is all the time in the world. Enchantress is such a resource monster when she gets going. It really makes you feel like playing against a boss character. What can Ryu do here? Reshuffle? Is he considering? If blocks are down, maybe you would consider reshuffling. Maybe Fetters right now maybe wishing he was playing Ken instead of Ryu so that he could draw more cards instead of doing crappy Ken action to try and close the gap. Okay, the best he can do is just step forward. Now at range 4. Could just initiate on curve Rapid Beam here and no, Rapid Beam is 5 to 8. Awkward range. Wow, that's a very awkward range. One dive is down from the Enchantress, but all her fireballs are alive. Does Ryu have an assault? If he has an assault, he might be able to dodge some fireballs here. Assault would be able to dodge Fire Wave, and yeah. I think Enchantress should just try and close out the game as fast as possible here. You have so many resources. just brawl with him because unless you're trading with Ryu, which you're probably not in range for. Yeah, just strike. Yeah. Ryu's forced to wall swing. Just plays on curve fire wave. Gonna push him too, making him further despair. Spend 4 force. And also goes to gauge. Should go to gauge as well. Yeah, there we go. Fetter's just prepping. Now this is where the part where she plays Rapid Beam, right? Unless Ryu has an assault. +2 power, okay. I feel like Enchantress could have ended this a long time ago. Well, not a long time ago, but like sooner. Does Ryu have any blocks left? Maybe he has one. I can foresee Ryu blocking and then blocking some damage from Ultra maybe, and then trying closing in with Cross. Lightning reflexes. I think Ryu's down both dives as well, though, which is unfortunate. I mean, yeah, the chance is still way in the driving seat, but I think taking longer than I'm comfortable with. Because I don't think I've seen that Shadow Scream yet. And it's just a 6 damage full board sweep. Like, well, not full board, but 1 to 6. It played from hand. So it's just like, just play them. She has 6 gauge. What are you waiting to use them for? We only has 5 life. But it's fine. Chucklyfun will probably still win this. Unless Ryu somehow pulls off a miracle. Second reading? Does Ryu have another focus? Okay, looks like Fed is trying for a reading here. Maybe? Not sure what Fetish is thinking about doing here. Okay, there we go. We see a reading. Uh, wait, what happened here? Read focus, play donkey kick? What's up with that? Wait, I'm confused. Uh, I guess focus was called reading there because he didn't tip his hand. Hmm. I guess he wanted to defuse the +2 power. Okay, plays another Fire Wave. Range 8. Poor Ryu. Okay, spends a Spike for Force, yeah. And now Ryu's out of blocks. There we go. Ugh. Now this is the part where she rapid beam him twice and kills it, right? Okay, choose to reshuffle. Okay. Maybe trying to get his block back. Uh, what? Am I choose to forced to move to range 5? Does she not have rapid beam? Did she use both of them? Huh. Range 5 turns on another magic shot. Flying charge. Flying charge doesn't turn on. Shattering scream. Okay. Is this deck just missing rapid beams? Or am I just like clueless and miss them being played? Maybe I am clueless. I just don't see the reason for not playing rapid beam. I feel like chatter's taking too long. Ryu's changing cards here probably, yeah. Thinking for answers. Okay, now just strike. Play Shattering Scream. Play what's that card? I mean Rapid Beam still works at range 5 here. It's on curve. But he doesn't have to worry about crit Hadoken if she plays Rapid Beam. Okay, just play Shattering Scream. Okay, game over. Phew! That was long and drawn out, but he had the Rapid Beam. Wait, is that maybe I think Rapid Beam was at the bottom maybe. Yeah. Maybe he played one Rapid Beam and then spent Rapid Beam as force or a boost. Maybe he boosted one. Dark Strafe, yeah. I think he boosted one, moved to range 6, and then the other one was like sitting at the bottom of his deck. So maybe unfortunate deck order there, making the game last way longer than it had to be. You know what? That's fair. That's fair. Game 2 goes to chucklyfun. Well done. On the Enchantress as well. Enchantress is not like a typically highly rated character, but she does have plenty of resources to play with and a lot of fireballs and mobility. So not bad, not bad. Feathers has the option to stick with the Ryu, play Beheaded, or play what's the last one? Bang. I haven't seen Feathers bang, so I'm doubtful he'll pull out the bang, but maybe. You know, chucklyfun gets to type between Ken, Ragnar, or Wagner. Ooh, Wagner. And what will Feathers play? My goodness, the dogs just barked very loudly for no reason. Wagner, what did Feathers play? Ryu. Oh, picking Ryu again. All right. Sticking with the main man, Ryu. Wagner Also a character that can shuffle around like Ryu, but play boost while doing it. So should be an interesting matchup. Wagner does have to worry about some of his above curve options. Wagner will generally want to stick range 2, range 3. Well, range 2 probably better for against Ryu. Stick to range 2 probably as much as she can because Ryu Hadokens will make her very sad. She does not have any way to deal with fireballs that are that fast other than hits Falk at range 3 or 4. Hits Falk. Wagner has 2 ultras that can only be played when they're set as boosts. And yeah, Wagner a boosty character, decent footsies, and then when she exceeds, she can play her continuous boost from her gauge, move 1, and take another action, which is very good. Allows you to combo and sequence well. Ryu, you know, basic good man with good boosts. We'll see who comes on top. Wagner mulling 2. I think Ryu mull 2 as well. Alright. If Ryu initiates with a Hadoken here, Wagner can dodge with Kugel Blitz, but she cannot do that once Ryu has 6 speed Hadokens. Are we gonna see turn 1 strike? Ooh, we are. So Hadoken, if she susses out Hadoken, she can just Kugel Blitz him. However, if it's just dive, she will lose hard. Because she will corner herself close to advance 2, and then dive will hit. So she has to kind of guess. Or maybe just block. Just block is fine too. Oh, I guess Tatsu actually could be a thing as well. Never mind. Slowly Kugel Blitz is not looking so good here. She can play a slow. Okay, or just wall swings. Oh no, that's a bad wall swing. Oh dear. That's a really bad wall swing. She takes 4. Um, and she's at range 6 now? At least Wagner has lots of ways to close. She can boost respect and close 4. That will work. Not the end of the world, but wall swinging cross there was quite bad. Uh, yeah, might as well just, yeah, close 3. Obviously, Ryu cannot have a 6 speed Hadoken yet, so this is fine. Whack and Rotor, a great card in Race 3. Um, can trade with Hadoken very well, but unfortunately creates more distance for Wagner. Maybe Ryu would just prep or step back 1. Okay, steps back 1, range 4. Wagner can probably just boost something. Maybe overpower before close 1 and close 1 herself. She should take advantage of her mobility here. Why did I hover over Carmine? Okay. Superior moves to range 3. Alright. Pretty good. That is the second cross drop though. So that is something notable for Ryu to take note of. Okay, Ryu just boosts lights to contest the speed. Might still see a tech hit and strike here. Tech hit or counter boost. Don't think Wagner's striking here unless you feel spicy. Does he? I think Wagner definitely has quite some answers to light here. Oh, okay. Striking with EX with just defense? Is that necessary? This is an EX spike. Hmm. Did Wagner shuffle her deck? Oh, it's Shilzak. Ah, okay. EX Shilzak. Okay, we'll hit for 7. That's pretty sizable. Alright, Ryu loses the strike very handedly. The plus 3 armor didn't. Actually, the plus 3 armor did matter in that. Wait. Pull it. Just realized that. But yeah. Well, I just totally missed. It was my mistake that chucklyfun did not need to play an EX with superior boosted. But hey, yeah. As cpat noted, it's still a legal action. And yeah. Okay. Well, it was an expensive strike for Wagner. So not sure what she'll do here. Probably just prep. Yeah. Shilzak, good card. Getting rid of life is also very good. Because then she can save her tech hits for the Mega Boost with the Warrior. I see Ryu moving to range 1. I think it makes total sense. Ryu's range 1 is quite good. It's quite decent. Um, and Wagner's range 1 is not decent. Boost Tactical to range 3. Ryu has crit Hadoken though at range 3. Is that something she wants to deal with? Or is okay with dealing with? She also has Whack and Roller to trade with crit Hadoken. I wonder if Feathers will do a crit bluff. Is he really that cheeky when he really do something so conniving? I don't think Feathers has fought Wagner before. Reading her cards very thoroughly. EX? Okay. So the puzzle speed does not matter at this point. We know it's not EX Spike. Could be EX Dive or EX Assault in all likelihood. EX Tatsu. EX Tatsu does lose heart to Whack and Rotor though. No, Whack and Rotor doesn't work here, my friend. Mm, was I guess the EX Whack and Rotor, the 5-speed Whack and Rotor was to call out EX Tatsu, but a bit of a hard read there. Take 5. And Ryu just steps back 1. Okay. Try to stuff like a doke. I mean, sure you can. Okay, just steps back 1 again. Doesn't Ryu still have his Hadoken? Why is he stepping back 1? And the Whack and Rotor's down too. That seems... I don't know about creating distance versus Ryu. Should just try and stick to range 2, in my opinion. No crit though. Okay. We know this is not assault. So it's a slow? Or maybe even a cross. Oh, Feathers would cross here, would he? Disrupt the puzzle speed and get to range 6. Yeah, he would cross. But at least Dive will catch up with that. Okay. Luckily, he's not at range 6 to eat Hadokens to the face, so she's fine. Striking here. Ryu might crit Hado in defense if she did not play it slow. Could be second Whack Rotor. Could be. Hopefully not Pumapai with wrong guy. Hopefully chucklyfun is respecting these Hadokens. Wow. Calls out the slow with the defensive dive. Impressive. So chucklyfun was respecting the Hadoken and sniffed it out. Respect, stay and play. Yep. Wow. What a play from Feathers. Oh no, you should have wall swung. He should have wall swung. Should take three from that. Okay, just perhaps. It's looking very bad for Wagner now. She won that one strike at the start, which cost her a lot of resources, and then Ryu's been winning cleanly. Just bad, good callouts and fortunate decisions. And Ryu with 4 gauge, of course, can just play Metsushoryu. Okay, we see defend boost at range 1. Defend boost, funny enough, would make, what is it? Would make Metsushoryu good on offense too. Okay, and Syl to move to range 2. Gets +1 armor. And she gets to sustain this +1 armor whenever, as long as she's not stunned. Stepping back. Now Ryu threatens the Metsu Hadoken as well. Think Wagner maybe should boost something and then go to range 2, perhaps? Okay, we see prepare. Knowing feathers. Wait, is he gonna attempt a reading play? I don't think we've seen a focus drop from Ryu yet, so reading play into Metsu Hadoken, stun him. Yeah, range 3 for Wagner. There's not. Yeah, Metsu Hadoken is just very safe here. On curve, can move to dodge out of the way of. No, Wagner would be stunned out. Yeah. So really, he doesn't have to worry about anything except for surprise defensive EXs from Wagner. If Wagner has like EX Kugel Blitz or something, that would be a nasty surprise. There we go. There's the reading. I see what's going to be the call. This is most assuredly a Metsuhado that he's going to play. Metsuhado retreat to range 5. Seems like a good call here. Fetters is looking at all the possibilities. Double checking, triple checking, quadruple checking that discard. If you, in case you guys don't know, on TTS you can search by keywords when you hit the magnifying glass, so it will help you filter out normals because normals have bracket N. Oh, it's crits. Okay. Reading seems successful here. It's just a regular token? Yeah. Oh, reading is unsuccessful. Hand tip. Reading is not successful. Yeah, why didn't he show his hand? There we go. That is weird. I'm too used to people tipping the hand first before actually playing it. So the reading didn't work out for. Yeah, good for cpat for catching that. Alright. Okay, Hadoken is going to gauge. Technically, this makes an assault on Wagner's part relatively free, but she'll probably end up losing the +1 armor if we just plays a defensive slow. Drops all her no normals. Okay. Did not play the Metsuhado, probably because he didn't have it. Hmm. Oh, Vetter striking here? No crits. Wait, reconsidering. Okay, just decides to tech the +1. Just text the +1 armor. Wait, move action? Was that the move action? I guess it was. Doesn't want to get red. Wagner staying at range 4? She could move 1 if she so desires. I am confused. Oh, I guess she can play the hits Falk at range 4. There we go. Ryu did drop both dives. I think the only thing Ryu has left to advance is like one more assault and a Tatsu, something like that. So yeah, in case you guys didn't know, she can play her ultras only as if they're in the boost area, and these both ultras are essentially online with 2 gauge. Ametsu Hadoken with stun hits Falk though, notably. 3 armor, 3 guard, not enough against 7 power. Oh, crit! Oh, another Hadoken? If he doesn't want to get stunned, he has to play something with guard. 4 guard. At least 4 guard. Unless that crit is a bluff, which I doubt it is. Oh my goodness. It was a bluff? Wow. What in the world? Hits for 7 and gets to move 2 after move up to 2. Wow, that was a crit bluff to make him think it was second Hadoken. So he played the focus to try and guard through it. Wow, that was very cheeky. I don't know if he had to bluff there. Did he? Um, I guess he was worried about EX Kugelblitz. Worried about EX Kugelblitz. I think both crosses are down from Wagner. Um, I guess force her to play a card from her hand to lose that loses to Metsu. Still, that crit was very cheeky. I feel like it's unnecessary, but at the same time, I'm a fan. Wow. And now Wagner only at 3 HP. It's looking grim for her. It's gonna need a lot more than plus 1 armor. I think Wagner's both ultras are down. I think one she still has 1 hits Falk left. Okay, boost before close 1. Close 1. So can go in and threaten. Well, we know that shield Zags are no more. Before close 1, cross is no longer a thing. Just crit Hadouken to seal the deal. Second focus will be enough. Okay, just as a block. Makes sense. Alright, is gonna taking 1 damage right now. Choose to take nothing. Now has the option to play the on-curve Megiddo. Oh, okay. Chooses not to recur it. Okay. Makes sense, because Wagner moved to range 2. What's what happened here? What? Huh? Okay, something's going on here. Anyway, one crit Shoryu is dropped, but another crit Shoryu could be online. And yeah, she has the option to play Megiddo, but if Ryu has something to get trade with her, it's game over. So Wagner just has to win some combats cleanly right here. If Ryu's down both Hadokens, maybe retreating is actually totally fine to buy some time. Buy some time and reshuffle. I'm not sure. Okay. She will step back and play Flame Brand. So plus 1 armor, plus power, plus 1 armor. And has the ability to play this Ultra if she wants with the 3 armor. And hopefully can trade with Ryu. and not die. Hmm. Both players examining each other's discards intently. Likes to prep. Gives Wagner a little bit more time. Of course, Wagner, well, the ultras, she'll only initiate with her ultras when she knows that the opponent has no answer to them. Because, yeah, because she's forced to play that face up. It's not a secret. She initiates with them. Okay, Ryu boosting Swift. Total power plus on speed. Does Ryu have Assault left? I think he does. He probably has one Assault left somewhere. No, he played EX Assault earlier. So that plus one power plus on speed is only gonna work on dive. Or, of course, sweep. This also works. I guess plus power plus on speed is actually very relevant to sweep. It's Ryu's sweep won't get stunned by the plus one power unless Wagner plays Spike. Okay, boost deflection, get hit gain armor equal to power. And boost the range 4. We're just gonna key charge, treading the second Metsu. Six speed Metsu as well. Retreats 1. Huh. I think. Oh no, this is probably a mistake, right? It has to be a mistake. She dies to Metsu. Yeah. Yeah, maybe he didn't consider the Metsu because Ryu has 3 gauge built up from that key charge. Oh no. Is this curtains? He's gonna block. He's gonna block or die. Uh, Spike is not gonna do anything. I think, is that just a fancy way to concede here? Yeah, maybe. I'm not sure if that was a fancy concede or he was trying to actually hit the spike. But yeah, looks like chucklyfun has accepted his fates to die to Metsu. Retreating 1 was definitely a misplay that cost him, unfortunately. Not forgetting that the second Metsu Hadoken was live. It's a costly mistake. But yeah, game 3 goes to Fetters, so Fetters wins the set 2-1. I think very interesting games. Yep, 2-1 cpat. Some matchup unfamiliarity here and there. I think chucklyfun's Wagner looks looks kind of promising, but I think he needs some more practice on her. This is utilizing her UA a lot, which I like to see. Just has to stand at better ranges, in my opinion. But yeah, well played by both players. And thanks for watching. Congratulations to Fetters.